Hey, it's Heidi Cab. Welcome to my channel. If you watched my introduction, I am so glad that you decided to tune in and come back and see all the things that I have in store. This is my first makeup tutorial like ever. I've been in the makeup world for quite a while, really for as far back as I can remember, and that includes on the way to football games. I literally did the entire bus's hair, makeup. Like, it's just something that has always been a huge part of my life, and now I decided that I wanted to share it with you all. So if you would like to watch and learn more about this look, keep watching. First, I'm going to use the Born This Way Too Faced foundation, and just so you know, I am using the shade Warm Nude. I have, as you can see, a little bit of redness to my skin, so this is very pigmented, and it really gives full coverage, but it's very light. And I also use a beauty blender instead of a brush. It's really whatever your preference is. I'm not super big on brushes, but I do use them, but I don't think that it's mandatory to use brushes. I think you can achieve the same look with a beauty blender or with your fingers if you're doing eyeshadow, so whatever you think is best. Is I'll put a couple dabs and work as like this is kind of like my canvas on my hand, and I have a damp beauty blender. And I'm going to work in from the center of my face and just get all in the creases. So as you can already see, that redness that was on my chin is like going away. That's what I love about this, and it's so light. Like, it really is amazing to me how good this looks. And depending on how much coverage you want, you can either do one coat or two. I'm only going to do one coat today. But it's really just your preference. When you feel like you are nice and covered, then you're covered. But again, most importantly, you just want to blend. We are ready for our Christmas party, okay? Now I'm going to go in with Tarte as my concealer, and I use Fair Neutral. Some people mix, but I have used Fair Neutral for many years, and this keeps you light and bright and lifted. This is the places where when the sun hits you or that light hits you, it's really going to pop. Now I am going to go in and put some translucent powder to set this concealer, and I'm going to lightly go over it. I'm using Tarte, by the way, a Tarte translucent powder. Very lightly. Some people bake. This is as far as my baking generally goes. And it really will just set that brightness in. Oh yeah, we are ready for Christmas with the family. Or a formal Christmas party, or a wedding or dinner party. This is how you prep the face. Now I am going to go in with the Naked Urban Decay Flush Palette. It is a bronzer, highlighter, and a blush. Traditionally, these can be, these three, if you can see, maybe, can all three be blended together or separately, but I'm going to do them separately to make that pigment really pop. This is a heavy bronze, but again, we're trying to be festive. It is the holidays. More is better. Sequins is better. I will not be using glitter today. Maybe next time. Possibly New Year's. Okay, my eyes are primed and ready, and I am super duper excited, like huge excited. I'm excited to be using this. We today are exploring the James Charles, like look how pretty this is. Like, wow. The James Charles Morphe palette. I'm a huge fan. I think he is an amazing artist, and I'm really excited to be using his palette. I am sister shook, as he would say. So I am going to be using different colors from the palette. I'll link below which colors I use, and I'll also say out loud, but everything will be linked below in the comment section. So I am going to be going in with Ring Light. And this is a very, I would say a frost. I call it frost. And I'm going to put this all over my eyelid. Oh yeah. Sister shook. Oh yeah. So the reviews I've heard about this is that with some eyeshadows you have to put a ton on. And with this one, I've read that it doesn't take much and it's very pigmented because that's what he wanted. Next, I'm going to go in with Mary. So again, this last color I'm using is Benny, and it's a little bit, it's definitely got some plum in there, but what I did and what I'm doing is putting it right on my lash line, not totally over to the very inside. I'm just blending it from like the middle out, maybe about 2/3 over. And now I'm going to go in with Wig, which is, actually, I lied to you. Wig is a gold color. I'm going to go in with So Good. And I'm going to actually use my finger. A little bit more of the Benny. Just to kind of blend it out. So this is looking really good, if you can see. I'm really loving it. It definitely is very pigmented. So normally I don't have as much issue with it coming under my eye, but it definitely is. So I'm having to go back through with a beauty blender and kind of touch it up as I go. But I'm really loving this so far. Okay, so I just did my first eye, just the eyeshadow. I haven't done liner or mascara, but I'm really loving this. Like, really loving this. So I'm gonna be right back, do my other eye because it took me a while to do this one, and I'm gonna do this really quick and then I'll be right back. So I am back, my eyes are done, and I am loving this so much. I feel like I look like my eyes are like a Christmas ornament. So now, because I had a little bit of shimmer come below my eyes, I'm going to go back in just very slightly with my Tarte concealer. And when I say slightly, like 2 dots. Boop. Boop. That's it. I would love to know in the comments below, please let me know like some of your favorite things that you love about Christmas, or things that you like to do during the holiday time, or things that you want to know about. It doesn't have to be about makeup. It can be food, it can be shopping, it can be decorating. I would love to have your input. This is my first tutorial, and I would love to show you guys some new things. And my plan for this channel is I didn't make a layout plan because I want to listen to what the viewers want. So if there's something in particular that you want to know about or would like more knowledge about, and maybe I need to get more knowledge about that same thing as well, but we can do it together. So this will be audience-based content, so whatever you want, let me know, because I want to do what you guys want to do. So now that I've gone back in and put a little bit more concealer underneath and cleaned that up, I'm like, wow, like this is really popping. I love it. So now we're gonna go back in time to our Naked Urban Decay Flushed palette, and I'm gonna go in with some blush. But to make it more poppy, since it is holidays and everything can be a little bit more bright, I am just gonna keep them all separate to make the color pop a little more. And where I'm gonna put this is right on top. So we have our concealer here, and it's blended in to our bronzer right here on that cheekbone. I love a good blush, and some people are afraid of blush. I am not. I love rosy, pinky, especially at Christmas. Okay, so now I have my blush and I'm really loving it. Then I'm going to take my finger with this highlighter, and I'm going to sparkle like the star on the top of the Christmas tree, okay? I'm going to put a little on my nose. I'm going to put a little in between where my blush is and my eye, so in that like sunglass line right on top. Oh, that's so pretty. And I feel like some people are afraid of highlighter or don't think it's important. It's definitely important. It really just completes a look and makes it pop. And quite frankly, I always want to sparkle and shine. And you should too. I mean, you don't have to. But it is my opinion that you should. Before we go too much further, I am going to do my brows. We're going to fast forward through this. It doesn't take very long, but I will be using Tarte's Double Duty Beauty in the shade Taupe. It is a great brow gel. It takes just a few minutes. Literally, I can throw this in my purse and do it anywhere. I really don't even need to look in a mirror because it's so easy to put on. Just to show you, it has a bristle. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like this, and it's super easy to use. And I have crazy brows. They're very blonde, so this really helps. So just a second. So now I've completely finished my mascara, and my eyes are basically done. And I would love to know what you think about this, because just let me show you. First of all, this is what the James Charles palette looks like. This is the box, the beautiful box and packaging that it came in. Absolutely beautiful. And let me show you all the different shades. I only used, I think, 5 different shades. There's like almost 40. I don't know if you can see all those, but there are so many, and they're all really funny names. And I think I just showed you those with the words upside down, but it's okay. You catch my drift. A really pretty palette. Overall, I think that it's very pigmented. Be careful when you're putting it on. Dust, if you put too much on your brush, dust will get under your eyes from the eyeshadow. And I had to go back in and put some more concealer, but I really loved it because I think it really makes the eyes pop. And now I am, for the first time ever, going to try a Kylie Jenner lip kit, which includes liner and gloss. And I am going to be using Head Over Heels, which is a bit of a plum. And I know you're probably thinking, why aren't you wearing red? I did more of a gold red plum for my eyes. And if I'm wearing a red sweater or have red here, I don't necessarily have to have red lipstick on. That's just my personal preference. I'm doing a little bit different and going to try this. So first, I have very little lips. I'm going to line my lips with a liner. Okay, my liner is done. And now I'm going to go in with the gloss. it actually smells like a berry. I don't know if it's supposed to smell like that, but it smells. I just got through putting on my very first time ever Kylie Jenner lip kit, and I am pretty much living for it. I have very tiny lips, and with the liner really helped. It went on so smoothly. A little went a long way, and I'm really loving it. And this is my completed holiday look. This is my first makeup tutorial ever, so no, I'm sure it's not going to be perfect, but I would love to hear your feedback. I'm going to link everything below, and I hope to see you next time. Merry Christmas!